The doors are closing here on my train. I'm departing platform 1 at Finchley Central. It's time to go and do a bonus edition of the Decade series to a station that's been in 2 decades. Welcome to Mill Hill East. From Finchley Central heading north, trains curve off to the right to head towards High Barnet, and it's actually the line that goes straight on that leads up to the one-stop anomaly that is Mill Hill East. It used to be a shuttle service, but now gets regular through trains throughout the day, at 15-minute intervals. And Mill Hill East is here because this is as far as the line was electrified back in the 1930s. For a full history on how the Northern Line was meant to go further, but then didn't, then watch this video on the history of the Northern Heights. But let's get back to the tube. I'm not going to lie on the floor this time. I'm going to sit on the floor though. I just wanted to get an empty carriage, and it's telling that before, when it was a shuttle, it used to be very easy to find a quiet train and get an empty carriage. I've had to wait a couple of trains now for a quieter train for there to be a quieter carriage to get an empty one, because there's now more people than ever using Mill Hill East. Mill Hill East has a single platform only, just one of 4 stations on the network that has that, and became a step-free station a few years ago when the lift was finally installed. That doesn't stop me though from doing the fun thing that I like to do at all stations, and that's to count the number of steps. There's 22 here in total. The previous shuttle service was replaced by direct trains. You can even catch a direct train from here to the Northern Line's newest stations, that's Nine Elms and Battersea Power Station. But as this is an end-of-the-line station, it's always worth looking at what is beyond the end of the line. Before I leave the station, I just have to walk down to the, to go and see the buffers down here to look to see what's beyond, because it's the end of the line here as well, and the line used to go further down towards Edgware. Exit the station, turn left, and you walk along the point where the railway used to go further. Filming this on a gorgeous, warm, sunny day in June. One of these times I feel like I should come when it's like December or January and it's cold and ice and there's snow on the ground. If you look through the fence here, you can see the train through there at Mill Hill East Station. But the line to Edgware was that way. You can follow where the old railway went along a path, except that the first bridge over nothing that you get to is currently fenced off. I believe though that there is a way around so that you can get back onto the footpath and walk all the way to Edgware. Okay, back to our Zone 4 station to see what else it has to offer. So I'm sat in the waiting room at Mill Hill East, slightly echoey. There are these lovely green benches with ornate structures, never seen those before, sort of holding up, supporting the benches. The labyrinth is here, there's a help point here, and there's other cool stuff at Mill Hill East too. The station has a car park, a frequent bus service with 3 routes, dot matrix indicators, litter bins, oh, and this, a nice clock as well. But we all know that you hear some decade info, and the history is that this was actually opened in the 1860s when it was a steam railway, not part of the Underground or Northern Line, and then the Northern Heights plan, as you saw earlier, came along in the 1930s, and this transferred over to the Underground and became part of what then became the Northern Line in 1941. So it's a double decade station, twice, which is why, no other reason, I'm doing it as a bonus episode here in the 1860s, and then again in the 1940s. I'm quite annoyed though because it's a lovely sunny day and it's normally at this part of the video that I like to sit on my bench, which is just there, and have a nap in the sun, but there's somebody sat on it, and that's mainly because I think that housing estate over there, which is new in the last couple of years, has meant that Mill Hill East now sees more passengers than ever. It's not as quiet as it used to be, but it is still relatively quiet compared to the rest of the tube. So if after watching this video and any previous video that I've made about Mill Hill East, because it feels like I've been here before, if you choose to come and visit and explore, there's one more thing you need to do, which is just down this road, around this corner, which is where I'm headed now. Yes, you need to come down to see where underground trains roll across the Dollis Brook Viaduct. Standing at almost 60 feet above ground level, it's the highest point that tube trains run anywhere on the network. Come and stand beneath it and look up for an impressive view. So our train is departing the single platform at Mill Hill East, part of the Decade series. We're doing 1 station per decade, working our way out from the 1870s, hopefully to the 2010s, 2020s. This a special bonus episode, as I'm sure you've worked out by now, in 2 decades as well. Thanks for watching. Playlist with all the episodes in coming up. See you in the next video.